Ashe. Ashe. Greetings. Greetings. We're gonna do a quick conversation, family. We're gonna do a quick conversation. Ashe, the ghetto shaman. What's up, ghetto shaman? The ghetto shaman. I like that. I like that. That's cool, man. That was a cool name, ghetto shaman. Yeah, man. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to talk about astral travel today. I'm going to basically be sharing with you guys some astral travel tips. What to do, what not to do. And we're doing a free giveaway today. What's up? How are you? Hey, Ghetto Shaman. Ghetto Shaman. I like your name, Ghetto Shaman, man. Singer and songwriter, damn. I write music. I'm not a singer. Hell no, I can't sing, but I rap. I just released a couple of new songs. You got some songs out, Ghetto Shaman? Spotify, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Let's link. Kiki, how you doing, baby? Hey. I got some good news too. Sunday. I can't talk about it till Sunday. But Sunday we going ham. Yeah. Make sure y'all like this thing up for me, y'all, please. And we ain't gonna wait till we get 3,000K, 3K. We might. Let us get up the goal. Let's make a goal for 1,500 because it is a weird time of the day that I'm going live. Ashe, yeah, Supreme Rising for sure. Supreme Rising for sure, man. Listen, before we get started, I just want to say thank you with grace and gratitude for all of you guys, man, because you guys are helping me to live my dreams out in real life, in actual real life, and I appreciate it because I couldn't do none of this without you. I couldn't do none of this without your help, without your support, without you spreading the word to people, you know what I'm saying, without you sharing my content, without you liking, like I couldn't do it without you. Thank you to TikTok too. I appreciate, hey, TikTok, we know that y'all be recording and everything. The people that's running TikTok, thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, I do. Today's topic, y'all, is about ego and astral traveling, right? I want to kind of really break it down to you guys a lot more. Like, the reason why I push this so hard, it's not about my tea per se, because you can get the ingredients and make your own tea. It's not about the tea per se. What it's about is why does it work? Like, you don't have to get it from me, but if you would get it from me, I'm telling you that the energy that I put into the products is freaking, you won't find it anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? This ain't anything else you might find me being like whatever they got going on. And their energy is not my energy. You feel what I'm saying? So I want you guys to know that, this is what I do. And I'm honing in on it because a lot of people are not talking about it. A lot of people are not revealing to you guys the next level of healing, right? Everybody knows about the shadow work now. But that's not it. That's the shadow work is just the root work. It's just root level healing. It's just the bottom. But there are layers and levels and so many higher levels of healing. And the one that is time, I know so much wisdom, but I'm only sharing with you guys what the society is ready for. I've been waiting about 2 years to share this technique with you guys. I've been waiting about 2 whole years to bring it out to the public and to let people know what's been going on. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I've been keeping this secret for that long. And so I want you to know, that astral traveling, right? It's not what they're saying it is. How people are making it seem like, oh, it's scary, it's negative, because, you might go into different places, you might bring shadow entities back. The only shadow here is yours. And accept your shadow with love, grace, and compassion. The more you accept your shadow, the more it doesn't go rogue on you. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, the only reason why your shadow goes rogue on you is because you don't accept it. That's just like your mama. Say your mama don't accept you as a child, right? you're going to grow up and resent that parent. Because all you're going to do is project to them what they projected onto you. Brianna says, a shadow is a demon. People need Jesus. Wow. And they don't know it's a demon. Oh my God. What we do to accounts like that, that's what we do. That's what we do to accounts like that. So like I was saying, guys, let's move on with the message. You know, like I was saying, a lot of people still aren't ready. Yeah, hey, Kiki. Because she don't know, like, that she in a whole trap that she sprung for herself. Like, she don't know that, you know what? I forgive her because she don't know. I forgive her because she don't know. And I forgive myself for having to block her. You feel what I'm saying? but she blocked herself. You feel me? So, yeah, we're going to move on past that. That's crazy. Like I was saying that they try to say that Astral Traveling is demonic. To me, matter of fact, I'm grateful that she came on here and made that comment. Let's light the Palo Santo real quick. Clear that energy out. However, you know, that's what they say. I was just telling you guys that they say that the Astral Traveling is demonic and devilish and things, but it's not. I'm telling you off the first hand, somebody who has experience with the Astral Travel healing and the dream state. You feel what I'm saying? So basically, there are no really, you know, teachers and books telling you. They're like interpreting the dreams, but they're not really telling you that you're training when you lay down and go to sleep. Anytime you're training, your soul is training, you're going places, you're training, you're working, you're doing other things. You know, sleep ain't what they're saying sleep is. However, Astral Traveling is not what they're saying it is. So the information that I know about it is that it's a science and a technology that allows the soul to experience the things that it can't normally experience within the three-dimensional perspective. So, get this. Why? Right? Why is Astral Travel healing so effective? Right? Why? Because the ego is not there. The three-dimensional ego is not there to stop the consciousness and block the consciousness from where it needs to go. That's why the healing method is so advanced, is so freaking effortlessly, and is so effective, meaning it actually brings results to your life. If you've been struggling with money, love, anything like that, attracting the wrong love partners and things like that, I'm telling you, Astral Travel healing after your shadow work is the way to go. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Right? And so let me just dive into it, because this my lane. I done made it my lane. This my field. You feel me? There's no teachers on the internet teaching Astral Travel healing. You know what I'm saying? And if they is teaching it, they teaching it because they just saw me. So after you do your shadow work, you then roll into a higher level of healing. The next higher level of healing after the shadow work, because remember, shadow work got different aspects. So you do the shadow work on your first shadow work is about you releasing everybody else's identity and everybody else's personality that has been impressed upon you, right? So shadow work is about you releasing everybody else's stuff so that you can become you, right? So the first level of shadow work is that taking off everybody else's personality, taking off everybody else's beliefs on you, taking off everybody else's lies of you, taking off everybody else's illusions of you. The next level of shadow work is then getting to you just a little bit. It's then getting to you just a little bit. Because you got like 7 layers of you that you need to break through the energy bodies in order to get to the core of who you truly are, your true authentic self. Without doing the shadow work, we never find out who we are. There are some souls who go a whole life without fully connecting to their body. There are people here who go lifetimes and incarnations without fully 100% connecting to their divinity. Do you know what happens when you don't connect to your divinity? Then you aren't divine. If you aren't divine, how can you match the frequency of the divinity? That's freedom. So the third level of the shadow work, after you get to yourself just a little bit, because there's 7 bodies you got to go through, 7 light bodies. It's not just this body. It's at least 13 bodies. 12 of the bodies you can't see. You can only literally see this body. So look at yourself as a big aura. A big aura and a big energetic field of energy. The physical reality is just a small little black dot in the middle of the big aura of colors. Ashe, in the middle of big auras of colors. So with the shadow work, you're not even, once you now, out of the 13 bodies that you got, 6 of the bodies, including the physical body, is 7. 7 of the bodies have to be worked through, like, intentionally. The other bodies, right, the other light bodies, they kind of go naturally and work on their own. The human body just got to allow the process to happen. Okay? I just shared gold with you right there. I just shared gold. And the reason why I don't really do all of this on my website is because people don't know the wisdom that they don't know they need. They don't know they need the wisdom I have to share. Thank you for the follows. Until they come across me and they be like, damn, that's some good information that I needed. Right? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I do this thing. If you would like to donate for my work and my lectures, because they're not free. However, I do them because people don't know they need them. And so I get more results by just putting it out there and just putting it out there. So if you would like to donate anytime throughout this thing, if you feel like I'm touching your soul, because we about to get in. I'm going to be here for an hour. We're about to get in this thing. And I'm about to basically wake a giant up in this thing. Let me put my Cash App on here, right? Yeah, like the video. That's what I'm saying. We got 142 likes on here. We should have at least 3,000 likes on here. If you're not supporting financially, then you can still support energetically by tapping the screen. The goal is 3,000 likes. If you're here, you're watching, just tap the screen. And here is the Cash App in case you want to donate. You can donate anything of any amount. All is welcome. All is welcome. It could be $1, $2, $3. All is welcome. And guess what? You're not really donating. You're investing in dropping seeds. Every seed that is invested and dropped in me comes to you times 3, times 10, times 100. Because an investment in your mind. We don't move with lack mindset. If we got it to give, we give it. And then we really give it when it comes to faith, because we know that faith creates miracles and always going to come back to us. I am just a physical representation of your spiritual bank account. You feel me? So, now, 6 of the bodies, right? 6 of the bodies, they don't actually really need the humans' input. They work on their own, right? But the 7 of the bodies, the physical bodies, and the 6 spiritual bodies, the first level of the 6 spiritual bodies is 13 altogether that I'm sharing. It's more, but it's 13 for this lesson. They need to be altered, and that's what the shadow work comes in for. You do each level. You know what I'm saying? You do your root chakra, you do your all your chakras that you got going on. Then after you do your chakras, right? Like, shadow work takes a while, right? Then after you do your chakras, you got your ancestral. After you heal all the energy in your body, your bodies, I meant to say, after you heal all 7 of your bodies, right? From moving all the stagnant energy, once you do that, that wakes up the next 6 spiritual bodies. That wakes them bodies up. Once them bodies start waking up and that the DNA start waking up and the atoms start moving and the molecular structures start doing their scientist things, and what the atoms do, they create us. The atoms create us, and we are the atoms created. So they start creating and doing what they thing, and they start moving, and then your consciousness start flowing and going through gateways and expanding through traversing, right? Traversing. Okay, so thank you for the follows, by the way, and thank you for the likes, family. I love you and I appreciate for that. That's what I'm talking about. A fair exchange of energy. A fair exchange of energy. That's all it takes. So, after you finish all the bodies of the shadow work, then you're challenged with clearing the ancestral generational karma. So first you clear everybody else's personality and everybody else's illusions of you. And then you do the hard work and you layer it out and go through all 7 of the bodies for your own to find the authentic self. Once you get to your authentic self, and you know what energy and what emotions and everything is yours because you did the shadow work, so you know how to control your emotions. You got full control over your body, your mind, your soul, right? Because a lot of people here, they ain't got control over their mind. They ain't got control over their emotions. And they daggone sure ain't got control over their soul or their bodies. A lot of people here are being manipulated by energy manipulators. You feel what I'm saying? By consciousness, higher consciousnesses. Not all consciousnesses are beneficent. Some consciousnesses are malevolent. And it's okay. Because the malevolent consciousness have a place here just as we do. Thank you for the follows, by the way. So, that's number 2. So then the third set of healing of the shadow work, right? We're going to go through the levels and I want to teach you guys a lot today, okay? I can go into this with my Astral Travel Dream Tea freaking months. You feel what I'm saying? So, welcome. If you would like to get the tea, it's on sale. It's on sale, and you can use the code 1011ACTION to get even more of a discount. And it's at my website. The link is in the bio. If you would like to get the Astral Travel Dream Tea right here that you see in the background, okay? This will help you, and I'm going to get to where we got to go. So, now it's a process, right? Thank you for the likes. So let's say that you got now, after you find your actual self. After you find your actual self, your authentic self, by going through everybody else's personality in the shadow work, and then going through all the 7 of the bodies to get your own self. Once you get your own authentic self, you then integrate the masculine and feminine energy within yourself. That's number 3. Number 4 is then you get the opportunity to get initiated to start healing and clearing the ancestral generational trauma or karma, whatever that's in your bloodline, in your soul, and in your soul group. Okay? And in your soul group. Alright? So this is gold. This is step by step of the process to authentic freedom and soul evolution, like flat out, from the best perspective I know. You feel me? So once you get to clearing your ancestral, it's going to be easier because you've already worked through yourself. You know your emotions, you know your thoughts, you got power and control over your own body and your creation and your life. Once you get there, Ashe, once you get there, you know what I'm saying, then you, after the ancestral healing, you, hold on, what is it? After the ancestral healing, you, hold on, let me light this Palo Santo real quick. The ancestral healing, the ancestral healing is the easiest, right? Because by this time you done already did a bulk of your shadow work. So after you do the ancestral healing, then you're challenged with the collective healing, the collective shadow work. So the collective shadow work is something that you can't really resist because we're all a collective of energy. There are different collectives. Like you got some collectives who try to run our collective, and you got some collectives who actually try to enhance and guide our collective. You feel what I'm saying? Either way, everything works out for you. Either way, everything works out for you in the long run. All right? Thank you for being here. By the way, thank you for being here. There are 16 people here. All I'm asking you to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. And to do that, all you got to do is click the YouTube icon in my bio. The bio is when you go straight to the circle, you go to my name, and you're going to see the YouTube icon. Click that and subscribe to my YouTube channel for me, please. And all of my lectures are uploaded over there, and a bunch of gems is over there, quick gems. And so you can just get right to the gems and over there and do you some stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you need help with your shadow work, I got a shadow work, how to heal trauma in 21 days indefinitely workbook. That will help you with every aspect that I'm explaining to you. You can download as many times as you want and use it for yourself and share it with other people. Don't sell it to other people, but share it, okay? So, with that being said, thank you. That's all I'm asking before we move any further. Oh, we got 3K likes too. Thank you. I never figured out where the bio is. Oh, snap. Hold on. Let me... Hold on. Let me see how to... So, the bio... I see that Kiki, I see that you are a subscriber too here. So look, the bio is yeah, you funny. I thought you was playing. No, when I seen you say you ain't never figured it out, I thought you was joking. That's why I ain't say nothing. I was like, she playing, yeah. Like I was like, she playing. I thought you was joking. But you dead serious. So look, the bio is, so you talking about to subscribe to my YouTube channel? If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, just type this in when you go to YouTube. If you can't find the bio, just type this in. Just type this in right here. Thank you. If you could subscribe real quick for me, I would really appreciate that. And thank you for anybody who has subscribed. And thank you for anybody who has followed. I appreciate that. We'll wait for everybody to get back. Whoever left or whatever. Yeah. Woo! Damn. That ain't the tea I'm drinking. I'm drinking a whole other tea. Good grief. Whew. Wow. You talking about you old school. I'm old school. I'm for real. I listen to nothing but the 70s music, R&B, 80s. I'm old school. I just started listening. Let me tell you something, Kiki. If you still here, if not, then you'll see this on YouTube. I just, if you find it, I just started using cell phones and social media. I wasn't on this stuff. If it wasn't for my soul's purpose, you would not catch me on this phone and in this technology. No way. But, it's my life purpose, so I had to put my own selfish human desires to the side. And I'm made from the light, and I'm made from pure light, hey, and I come from the stars within, hey, and I'm made of pure light. Hey, my new song is crazy. Are you subscribe? Kiki, you subscribe? We looking at Butterfly PT. Oh my God. This probably a bot. I don't know. Who is you? Hey, that's what I'm telling you. R&B is the boss in the 70s. Yes. I'm talking about... Oh, you asking? Yeah, I'm glad. See, my intuition said don't... No, we're looking at Astral Travel Dream Tea. And what we're talking about is astral travel healing. I'm getting into it. Oh, Luna, you have something. That's great. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. You subscribe to my YouTube channel too? Because if you didn't, the link is in the bio. That's all I'm asking. Yeah, thank you. So listen, guys. Back to what I was saying about the collective. So then after you finish the ancestral clearing and all the ancestral templates, which they shouldn't be that hard. Those are like the deep addictions, the deep negative thinking patterns, the fear or upsets, whatever the family suffered from. And when you heal all of these energies, the soul group that you are is your bloodline too. Because let me tell you something real quick. Like blood is like a physical representation is, in the physical body. But it's more than that. It's actually like consciousness. It's actually like it's a type of freaking power. Like blood is power. And it's consciousness. And it's a very, 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 very primordial power. It is. And so the souls, they have blood lines and blood too. But it's not red liquid illusion type of way. It's not, it's energy. and consciousness. So you can barely see it. Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel, Shannon. I appreciate that. So yeah, let me turn y'all lights up real quick while we on this thing for a little quick hour. So once you do the healing, it goes into your soul group too. So all the healing you do on yourself, and then all the ancestral, that you heal the physical bloodlines, and then you get to the collective. When you get to the collective, now you're starting to reach your soul work. So you did your basically all the bottoms or whatever. Now you're starting to reach the soul work, right? You did your authentic true self work, and now you're reaching soul work. And so when you start reaching the soul work, this is where it gets, kind of tricky, because there's not a lot of books on it. There's not a lot of valuable information. There's a lot of people sharing the same information. And so that's why it's kind of tough to know about soul evolution and soul healing, as far as astral travel and, dream state training, because a lot of people aren't talking about it. This is like mystery. Yeah, this is like mystery school stuff that a lot of mystics, they really keep private. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the thing. Now it's time, and it's really, nothing's really private now. Nowadays, everything is out and about, and it just is that way. And so people got to really love you and support you because they really want to support you. You feel what I'm saying? Thank you for subscribing and the like button. I appreciate it. Yes, the veil. Fair Use says the veil is lifted. The veil has evaporated for like 2.5 years now. The veil has evaporated completely. I haven't seen the veil. Like yesterday, let me tell you what happened. Yesterday, I had a situation with somebody or whatever, and I created a lightning bolt and a brown butterfly with my emotions. Now, I don't know how I did it. I just did it, like my energy did it. But I was like, whoa, I can generate electricity. I mean, I know I generate electricity, but I don't know how to explain what happened, But it's like my consciousness, like I did it, and I know I did, and I created the lightning bolt it was about this long. It was really long. It was really long. It was about 2.5 feet or 3 feet, a light bulb. And it was energy going through the atmosphere. And then when I noticed I was creating it, and this was not a dream, this was real life. That's why I know the veil ain't there, because this was like we talking right now. So I was like, I was like, what the heck? So then I looked up, I was like, oh snap. I felt the consciousness inside my gluteus maximus. Like I can feel the consciousness when I'm connected to it, and I connect with it, and it's my friend. Like I talk to it, I love it, it loves me. We are connected divinely, forever and always, and will always be. But it started trickling up my divine feminine, which is the left side of my body. It started trickling up my divine feminine, and it got around the gluteus maximus, and I felt like my cheek shake, like 1, 2. I felt it on its own, and I was like, oh snap. And then next thing you know, I had a thought. I was like, oh, I'm generating electricity. Let me make sure I calm down and don't get angry with this person as we're having an altercation or whatever. And I'm like, okay, my higher self, like, stay calm, keep your cool. So I knew I was in a test. So I stayed calm. And then next thing you know, I had a thought, like, damn, I'm creating electricity. And a freaking butterfly showed up in the sky. It manifested out of nowhere. The butterfly, I created it. I created a butterfly with my thoughts out of nowhere, and a lightning bolt. And I don't know how I did it, but I know it happened because the veil is not there. You feel me? Ashe. I feel like I'm always affected electric when I visit places. Noticed something this morning too. Yeah. I was like, oh snap, I'm getting new abilities that I gotta keep secret. I ain't telling nobody nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how it be. We only got a few people on here, so but I ain't telling nobody else. So look, y'all. So once you get to the collective healing, that's when you start your soul work, right? And then the bloodline and your soul group gets healed too. So when I say soul groups and soul families, this means that we came from the same cut or the same fabric of space. I'm thinking about somebody too. Somebody be watching me. They be coming to take my shit. Woo, that's funny. But yeah, so once you get to that part of the healing, right? The collective, the soul work. So your soul group. So soul family means that we're from the same cut of consciousness, or the same fragmented part of consciousness that has cut itself off from the whole in order to come down to degenerate itself in order to experience the creation of what we call life. In order to experience the illusion of what we call life, we degenerated ourselves to get down here. You know what I'm saying? I like to think about it like we travel to galaxies in pods. I've had that perspective before. I like that perspective too. I share that perspective as well, the great one. Yeah. So once you finish the actual soul, you're never really gonna finish the soul work. So let me just not even say that. But you could just start working on it. And so it really does you a great deal, because you're really a soul. You're really a soul before you are a human. And that just is what it is. So yeah, we love our human lives. Our human lives are a part of us, but they're not really our true identity. Like, your soul is your true identity. Like, that's who you really is. Like, your soul doesn't even have an age. Like, it's so advanced. Like, it can't be old. It's just advanced. Advanced means that it's from the future. And the future just means it's from higher dimensions. That's it. That's it. Lower dimensions are more dense and more heavy. The higher dimensions are more invisible and more light. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Yeah, we are souls before we're human. And so that really matters. You know, in religion, they teach you that another energy is whatever, like the leader or whatever, or the master. All right, so now that we've gotten to that part, because, you know, we won't be on here for too long, right? So this is the stuff right here. So when you, oh, Darian, what's up with you, Darian? I seen you too. I didn't know you popped on here. I seen you pop through. I don't know if you still on here, but I say to you, love. How you doing? So yeah, man. Now that you're doing the soul healing, this is where the dream state traveling comes in, and this is where the freaking astral travel healing comes in. Now, back in like Egypt and all of that, they was doing this in the mystery schools. Like, that's what they was doing. They was astral traveling healing. You feel what I'm saying? And so even beyond that, this goes back to where there is no records. They can't control. This goes back to the mystery schools where there are no records of, like, there are so secret societies that you ain't even gonna find fake stones. You ain't gonna find nothing on these civilizations. They are cave civilizations, or like Nagas and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Only the indigenous people from that location will actually know of the schools and the spaces of what I'm talking about. Now, that's how advanced and secret, that's the type of wisdom I'm sharing with you right now. Pure power, right? And everybody deserves to have it, because now it's fully available for everybody to actually understand it and to know what's going on. So it's a science, and you are a scientist, and this whole thing is a sci-fi scientific movie. You feel me? A whole space operation. And so the astral travel healing, right, it works the best because the ego is not there to freaking block it. There's no 3-dimensional timelines, right? Once you start astral travel healing or dream state training, whichever one you want to call it, right? But astral travel healing is what I've coined, and I've called it that, right? And so soon you really start doing it on purpose and intentionally on purpose, right? You will start doing healing in a soul level. Now, you want to do healing in the soul level because it really matters when you actually retract your energy back from this timeline and this limited time-space continuum. Now, everything here is basically limited. If you believe it is, right? If you see it is, it is. Until you see that it's not. So the limited timeline consciousness is what that does is it just keeps you stuck and stagnant in a particular time-space continuum. If you get stuck there, then now it's like you're in a hole. You're in a black hole, basically. Right? And it can take who knows how long. It could take an accident to get out of a black hole. See, I was driving and I was in a daze and you snapped me out of it. About that drifting. About that drifting, man. I told y'all when we be driving, we be drifting. I stopped doing that though. I was doing a practice that I was teaching my students. I was teaching my students a drifting practice. And so with the drifting practices, thank you for saying that. I'm gonna just bring it up because I like that. What the drifting practice is, you basically wake up in the morning when you rise in the morning, right? This helps you to keep your consciousness with you, right? So now when you're talking about drifting, like how she was just talking about, it helps you to focus your consciousness with you at that very present moment. Now, your consciousness is everything, and nothing at all. However, it truly exists. It doesn't live. It exists. And it just exists all the time. Like there's no beginning, there's no ending to the consciousness, right? Now, when you start honing in on your consciousness, you got to focus on it and attention with it, and it will start to like meld with you. It will start to merge with your body. It will start to like work with you. You feel what I'm saying? And your energy. Yeah, so what you do is this. Here's the exercise, guys. So what you do is this. Every morning you wake up. Now, this is so effective. I've been using this for 3 years, right? I don't use it no more. But it took a while, like a year and a half of doing it, but it works. And it really, really helps you to gain more power over your entire, like, your energy. So what you do is you wake up in the rising. And when you wake up in the rising, of course, you give thanks with gratitude. After you give thanks with gratitude, you tell yourself, I'm going to focus on me the entire day. That's what you say, the words you say. I'm going to focus on me the entire day. What happens is, once you say that, you've activated that timeline. And so now that timeline that was in space now manifests in your physical reality. You see what I'm saying? It's a science to this thing. It's not just, you feel me? So once you make that decision, boom, it manifests to choose that timeline. What happens is this. Now, throughout your day, you do what I call, you meditate nonstop, right? And so meditation is like sitting down and focusing, but it's also like all the time, right? Like how I taught myself meditation, or to focus my consciousness, I told myself that I'm meditating all the time. If I set the intention to meditate that whole day, I'm meditating that whole day, no matter what I'm doing. No matter if I'm working, no matter if I'm walking, no matter if I'm creating projects, no matter what I'm doing, right? And that's what you do. What you do is you focus, especially when you're washing dishes, when you're driving your car, when you're doing things automatic, when you're brushing your teeth, when you're doing stuff like that you automatically normally do, that kind of just works on autonomous behavior patterns and thought forms. When you're doing that, pay attention to your thoughts, right? So the whole day, the meditation is just paying attention to your thoughts. But it's not a sit-down meditation. It's just you doing whatever you normally do for life. And so anytime you catch yourself in a drift means that you was in the action, but you came back. Every time you drift, your consciousness is going off, right? And so in order to stop that, every time you catch yourself drifting, whatever you're doing, driving, however you're doing, focus on your thoughts the entire day. The entire day. Focus on your thoughts the entire day. If you start thinking about stuff in the future, just pay attention. Just observe the thoughts. Just let the thoughts be. Don't pay attention to no negative thoughts, because the negative thoughts ain't true. So if a negative thought come up, just let that joint, it's energy. Just let the negative thought just flow through your body and keep on going. But that's the drifting exercise. Is to go out all day and to focus on your thoughts. And every time you catch yourself drifting, bring your consciousness back. Reese says, who do you think in the morning? Who do you think in the morning? I really don't think. I do gratefulness. Like when I get up in the morning, I say, I'm so grateful for consciousness. Thank you for waking me up today. You know what I'm saying? Consciousness, my team that I had protecting my body, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for the safe travels and helping me to get back to my body safely. You know, I don't really thank nobody specifically. I thank the consciousness. I just say consciousness. Thank you, consciousness. Because everything is consciousness. And the more you learn consciousness, the more you become the consciousness. You feel what I'm saying? Is it really hard to not let my emotions get the best of me as a diesel mechanic? You tell me. I don't know. I can't answer that question for you. What the heck? Woo! Detoxing. That tea that I'm drinking right now, this ain't that tea. This another tea. I already drunk that tea today already, but now I'm working on this one. Whew, that tea right there is strong. So yeah, now we're talking about, I wanted to bring to you guys, I wanted to basically let you know that the ego, right? The ego is a 3-dimensional construct. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you. I ain't got time to be playing and beating around the bush. The ego is a 3-dimensional construct, right? You don't need it. You don't need it. It operates on the vibration of like lower vibrations. It operates on the vibration of like, it's a bunch of different vibrations, but it could be fear, and it's an illusion. The ego is an option. It's just the option of like your ego personalities. But these aren't really your personalities. These are just options that you can choose to act upon or not. The ego is attached. It's a program. It's an actual structured program. It's a structured program that is attached to the emotional body. Yeah. Somebody say Ashe. Somebody say Ashe. It is attached to the emotional body, the ego. The ego is a spiritual, like, if you want to call it an alien, you can, because it ain't from here, and it's not, you don't really need it. You know what I'm saying? The ego is there as a program to basically kind of distract your DNA upgrades, if that makes any sense. Now you can, they say you got to kill the ego, right? But it ain't really killing it. It's training it. What I call it is training my dragon. I call the ego my dragon. And instead of killing it, I love my dragon and I train it. The same way you would train a puppy, the same way you would train a child. Once you train the ego, it will start to work for you versus it working against you. At first, when you're astral traveling, your ego will block you every time. Because your ego says, no, this is not safe. No, this is demonic. No, this is impossible. We can't astral travel out of our body. No, healing spirits and souls aren't even real. We can't do that type of healing. We don't even have enough. We're not even smart enough. That's the ego. That's the ego. Do you believe that we are 3-part beings? We are spirit first, we are mind, and we live in a body? No, I don't have beliefs. I have knowings. I have clear knowings. I'm in a level of life where I know who I am. And I'm not looking to find myself nowhere. I don't have beliefs. I know. I have clear knowings. Once you get to a level, like a higher level, you don't have beliefs anymore. You have knowings. But if I see, you said, what would I say about that? I mean, I would say that I respect your perspective. But I have a different perspective. So, good grief. So, that's that wormwood. That wormwood is so bitter. And after I drank my Astral Travel Dream Tea, I drank some. This is just wormwood right here. Ooh, that wormwood. Wow. So you, there is no God. I never said that. I never said that. Ever did I say that? Don't switch my words around, family. Yeah. I never said there's no God. Why would I say no God if God lives in me? If God lives in me, and the only reason my avatar is activated right now because of the God ethereal consciousness that I know is me, then why would I not? Then why would I say that there's no God? Then I'm saying there's no me. You know? I don't deny nothing. Everything exists. This is a world of endless probabilities. Anything you can think of can manifest. Oh, we okay. If you felt offended, please don't take it personal. That's just my energy. I got a real type of my energy. That's just me. But I'm not getting mad or angry, nothing like that. My energy is just calm and peaceful. That's how it always is. It's okay that you ask. It don't matter how many questions you ask. I appreciate it. Every question that is asked, I'm grateful. And I appreciate it greatly. Honestly, I do. So we're going to be on here for about 5 more minutes, guys. And then we're going to get out of here because I got a lot of work to do. And I probably won't be back on here till Sunday. So listen. Sunday's church is Soul Day Sermon number 7. Yeah, I do church every Sunday. Every Sunday I do church at 11:11 or at 1:11. One of those 2 times. And this Sunday we're going to be doing divine feminine upgrades. Yeah, at church this Sunday we're going to bring it through the divine feminine upgrades that I picked up throughout the week. I've been had it, but now it's time for me to share. Ashe. Excuse me. Whew. Damn. Ashe, I want y'all to know I love you and I'm grateful and thank you for your questions. Please continue to ask your questions. Don't ever let your ego tell you that question is too dumb or a question is not. It don't matter what the question is. Ask it, especially if it is pertaining to our topic. And thank you for 12K likes, by the way. I appreciate that. That's beautiful. 12K with 16 people in here. That's awesome. So about the ego, right? Now, the ego blocks you. The ego is a program that blocks you from astral traveling because the ego is literally operates on fear. The vibration of fear does not let your consciousness expand. Like your consciousness cannot expand through no gateways, through no solar portals, through no wormholes, through none of that. If there's fear. That's why me being a psychic medium, I had to learn to overcome fear to really, really get in my power. Because I travel to dark spaces. I travel to light spaces. I travel to go get wisdom to teach you guys at night from different realms. I go to the lower worlds. I go to the middle worlds. I go to the upper worlds. I go to the heavens, the higher heavens, the lower heavens, the middle heavens. You know, I go get wisdom. My soul travels there, works there, and I teach. Not only do I get wisdom, I teach. I teach children. Yeah, at night. Like, that's what I'm telling you. This tea, if you get the kit, oh my God. But the tea, it will open you up. The kit comes with the haritaki and the ashwagandha and the palo santo and the sage and the capsules and the, it comes with all of that good stuff. And if anybody ordered the kit, by the way, thank you. I appreciate that. And I know that you're going to love that. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, that, you know, if you do purchase the tea, do your work with it on purpose. Because it's not just a regular tea. I'm telling you, it's a science. It's a science. It's not just a regular tea. It's an actual science. It's a science. And so once you overcome fear, see, shadow work helps you to overcome fear. And then after you do that, you gotta get your feet dirty. You gotta go get relationships and friendships and stuff like that. And you gotta go, have mess ups and failures and stuff like that. That's what life is about. Life is about that, like exploring and it's experiencing, freely, however you want, freely. That's what life is about. We've been taught that life was just about working for somebody else, being 70 years old, and then retiring. That ain't it. Why you got people out here, the people that know better, they out here retired at 33. Yeah, the people that know better, they out here retired at the age of 33. You feel me? Look, the people that know about the manifesting, Kiki, the people that know about the manifesting, they is retired. They on somebody beach right now. They got mobile businesses like me. I was like, man, I got to get me a mobile business. I ain't trying to be set in one space. That's my thing. Like, I don't know exactly where I want to be at. Right? So that's the reason why, like, ever since when I came back home to get myself together, I'm just building right now. But I could have been in another place or whatever, but I don't know where I want to be at. And so I'm honestly, I don't know. I don't know where I'm traveling to. I'm waiting to get guided to see where I'm traveling to. Oh, you just retired this week? What the freak? Congratulations. Whoo, that word would though play. So, we'll be almost out of here, guys, at 12:21, Ashe. Ooh, 12:21, Ashe. Ooh, 12:21, Ashe. Ooh, 12:21, Ashe. Congratulations. Congratulations to you, Kiki. But what I was about to say, oh yeah, the ego. So, the thing about the ego is, it's going to block you. So, you got to basically learn to train it. And that's tough. That's a lesson, man. It took me like 2 years to train my dragon. You feel me? It took 2 years to train it. And I finally got it where now it actually works with me. It protects me the way it's supposed to now. It protects me the way it's supposed to. At first, it was protecting me by keeping me in the comfort zone. And it thought it was protecting me, but it really wasn't protecting me. It was keeping me stuck. And I was allowing it as the creator, right? But once I trained my dragon and I started learning, it will work for you because it don't have a choice. It only exists because of you. Now, God is everything, but the ego ain't God. The ego only exists because of you. So you have power over your ego. Your ego should not be controlling your emotions. Your ego should not be driving your body. I'm going to just keep it 100. Your ego should not be driving your body. Your soul and your consciousness should be driving it. But the consciousness got to know that you trust it. And you got to build the bond with it. It's like science and chemistry. You got to build the bond with your consciousness. And it will submerge itself within you, around you, within it. And it will start to change your DNA. It will start to do the work for you. It's a program too. The consciousness is a program too. Digital operation. Whoo, damn. I just said a digital operation. Yeah. The consciousness is a digital operation too. For real. No lie. And, yeah. So why does the tea work? Why does the astral travel healing, right? And the tea, of course, work so well? Because the ego is not there to block you. So I'm going to give you an example, my own example. I'm going to share with you because I'm learning the lesson of being vulnerability, remember? So, the SA, right? The SA happened when I was 9, right? With my dad. And we forgive it, all of that, but I'm only sharing it to give you the example of my experience with the tea. So I kept trying to meditate and get to the root of my addictions because I could not stop them joints. But the reason why I couldn't stop because I couldn't get deep enough to where it was at. My ego was blocking me. Yeah, I'm just telling you. My ego was blocking me from getting that deep to my energy. So I really couldn't get to the core structure of why I couldn't leave the addictions alone, right? No matter what the addictions was, it don't even matter. Emotional eating, over smoking, overly, substances. You feel me? Pleasure or whatever, just overly. And I really couldn't get to it, right? But that's because the level of healing was, I didn't have a teacher to tell me. And so the level of healing I was doing, I just wasn't getting to it enough. The meditations and stuff just wasn't, I had to go to the next level. And so the next level is the astral travel healing. And so it happened on accident. I was like, why is my energy not cleared yet? I've been meditating for like 90 days straight. Like, why is my energy, and I can tell that my energy wasn't clear because I can feel it. I can feel it because I still wasn't crying yet. I still couldn't feel yet. But I could feel that I couldn't feel, if that makes sense. I couldn't feel. That's how I knew that my healing wasn't to a particular perspective. But I couldn't feel that I couldn't feel. And so it was like, damn. I wanted to cry. Like, I wanted to heal from some stuff that I did. I couldn't cry because I wasn't connected to my emotions. I disconnected myself from my emotions, right? You know what I'm saying? And so once I did that, it was like I basically disconnected myself from the consciousness. That's what happened because my trauma basically knocked my consciousness out the body. And then I had a basically demon living in the body until I kicked it out. A lot of people, they don't know that they walking around with demonic spirits in their body. They don't know that their ego is a demonic spirit, and it literally controls you if you allow it. But it also can work for you if you train it. So it's not really a bad thing. Like, just because it's demonic, it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that it's demonic. That's all I'm just saying. So, once, this was before I knew I was possessed, right? And this is the truth. I'm telling you the truth. This is before how I got the spirit on me. My dad gave it to me through the SA, right? And so I had been living with it forever. It became me. It was telling me what to do. I couldn't do nothing nice. I'm gonna keep it 100. Ain't no point in lying out here. Hit that like button and type Ashe. I literally, I couldn't do nothing good. I couldn't give. I couldn't feel. I couldn't be pure. Nothing. My innocence was gone. My angelicy was disintegrated. It was like lost. My wings. Who knows where my wings was at? Right? Because the wings are conscious. Like, I don't know if y'all know about the wings. I'm going to do a lecture on the wings. Matter of fact, we're going to talk about the wings Sunday. Let me write that down. With the lecture I got coming, we're going to talk about the wings too. Yeah, I think it's time. Because when you get your wings, you then kind of become, like a dragon. You know what I'm saying? Not a negative dragon, but like a healthy one. Thank you, M-Love. Appreciate that. And I've been seeing 933. Yeah, I've been seeing 933 a lot. Like, I might need to go meditate on that number because I've been seeing that a month. So I had the energy in me. I couldn't be nice to people. I was a total jerk. This is the truth, right? I was a total jerk. I was not the person I am now, right? And it's okay that I was a jerk. It's okay because I can't take it back. I got to love myself regardless. And so it wasn't my fault that I was the jerk. Yeah, 933. It wasn't my fault. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right. Next thing you know, I didn't know I had this anger in me. I started drinking the Astral Travel Tea. I got guided to start mixing the herbs up. I started drinking the Astral Travel Tea with the cellulite in my hand, right? That's why I sell the kit with the cellulite crystal. With the cellulite in my hand, I would go to sleep. I would set the intention that I would say my affirmations, and I would set the intention that I just want to heal. I'm not going to judge my experience. Wherever I go, the soul takes me to heal, it goes. Wherever the consciousness drives me, I just want to be alone with the ride. And the tea is lucid. When you get the Astral Travel kit, It helps you to be lucid in the training that you're going. Now, the regular tea, it'll help you to be lucid, but it depends on your energy. But you're going to be vivid. If everything, you're going to be vivid and actually see it going on. But you get the kit, then you're going to be lucid and vivid. So I was like, okay, at night, I'm like, all right, I'm going to sleep. I go to sleep, then I wake up. So in the dream, I go to sleep and I kept waking up in the past where it was like a dark space that I would go there and my dad would be there, right? And my dad was who I had the anger with because of the SA. So I didn't know I had this anger bottled inside me, but my divine feminine was holding on to it tightly. It became her because that's all she knew, because that thing happened at such a young age, 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's all my divine feminine knew was, and so she held them emotions, the trauma. She held it so deep that I couldn't heal it unless I took my ass to sleep. So then, after that, the first time I got there and I was so angry and he was like not saying nothing and he was just like in an energy and I was going off. I was going off. I'm talking about all that anger I had in me. It was like so demonic. Like I wanted to kill, and I mean it was tough. And it was tough to see. And I remember crying when I woke up, like, damn, like when I woke up in real life, I remember crying like, what the heck was that? The very first time I started my astral travel healing. I woke up and I was like, whoa, what was that I just did? And how did I get there? And I finally started to feel. So I said, hold up, I'm on to something. I'm finally starting to feel. I felt the feeling like I felt it in my soul. I said, oh, I'm on the right path. I did it every day until I stopped having, until I healed it. How I know I healed it? One time I went and the consciousness, I turned and I transformed myself into the 9-year-old me where the stuff started. And I was sitting on the bench with my dad. And I had a book bag on. And I was just telling him, like, just talking to him generally, just like why and all asking questions and stuff like that. And, just getting basically closure and everything of whatever. And after that, what happened was he was like, would you forgive me? Yeah, I remember him saying, well, would you forgive me? And I was like, you know what? I forgive you. I forgive you now. And when I die, I still forgive you. Because what will happen is this. I'm going to tell you what will happen. If I didn't forgive my dad, right? And if his soul and spirit didn't know that I forgave him in the astrals. Now, I could never do this in the real life because my ego is not going to let me. I don't even talk to him. So my ego, that's why I'm telling you why it works so good and why it's so effective. Because in the physical world, there are limitations, 3-dimensional perspectives that limit me. Because I'm not speaking to you. Fuck I look like. Period. So spiritually, what would have happened if I never did the astral healing? I would have had that deep ass anger in me that I never knew I had. Hiding in my divine feminine. She was hiding in the dark somewhere. I would have died and lost the body. Whenever it comes to disembodiment, I would have got disembodied from the body. And my consciousness would have went straight to hell as far as anger that I had, unconscious anger that I had in my unconscious subconscious mind. That's all hell is your unconscious subconscious energy that you didn't work out. I would have went there and I would have stayed there and worked there in the dark until I found out that, oh, I need to forgive him in order for me to move on. That could take lifetimes. Some people get stuck on the astral realm after they die for lifetimes of energy, cycles of energy. Cycles. So it's so effective because you ain't got to worry about that. You're healing your energy now. You're getting to it now. And when it comes time for you to disembody yourself from the body and to transform to your next state of consciousness, you shoot straight through the astral realms like there is no tomorrow. You go to where your soul deserves and desires to really be in the higher heavens. You go to the new earth. You can. I'm going to the new earth. I'm already at the new earth. Here. And so, that situation happened. I had it, me and him held that energy for like 3 months in the physical reality. It was like 3 months. But when you go into sleep at night in the astral, time is not linear. So it literally was infinity and forever that we healed it. But it was 3 earth months that it took. The time span, it was 3 earth months, but really it was like forever. We worked the energy out to the point that now what will happen if I disembody myself, I already forgive him. I already worked that energy out. I ain't got to worry about that. That's his own energy. He can create his own karma if he forgive himself or not about what he did. You see what I'm saying? So I only shared that experience so that you can feel where I'm coming from genuinely. And so that you can know how serious and how effective the astral healing is. Everybody has to do it. That's what people don't know, because this is divine wisdom that you got to be high level to access. So people don't know. They ain't talking about it. They don't know. So you came up on gold. Me. You came up on gold. Thank you for the follow. I'm seeing my father, mother, brothers who are all passed away. Why? I don't know. They try to connect with you. My whole thing is that, I'm sharing authentic liberation. I'm sharing authentic liberation. Makes sense why I'm always having dreams of popping up on my people. I'm telling you, because the dreams ain't really like dreams. Like, it's non-intentional. Like, if you don't set intention and you dream, then that's a dream. Like, dreams are like, you can tell a dream. It's a bunch of everything mixed in one. But when you're having a parallel experience as far as actually traveling, you can tell the difference in that. Yeah, you can tell the difference in that, and you will heal. You will heal connections that you had with people. Now, once I finish healing that timeline with my dad, I can tell I healed it, and we talked and we healed. Then I had to go heal another timeline I had with an ex, right? I had my first heartbreak. I had a heartbreak, and I had to go heal that. I never even knew that I still had heartbreak from that ex. I never knew. That's what I mean by the astral travel healing is so effective on a whole nother level. So with that being said, family, thank you guys for being here. We had a little bit of people here, but it was great because I was able to share. I'm going to post this at the YouTube channel. Yeah, I need the tea. I'm going to have to figure out where and what this bio is. I typed it in already. But I'm going to send you the link. I'm going to just send you the link to the tea, and I'm going to send you the link to my YouTube channel. That's what I'm going to do. And so I'm going to send you the code to use, the password or whatever, the discount. Yeah, I'll send it to you because I think I could send it on here. I'll send it on here. So I love you, man. Y'all have a good day out there. I hope that I've planted some really, really good seeds within your subconscious mind that will allow you to experience your sleep in a more greater state. Your sleep is a science. It's a science. It's a healing method in traveling. That's what it is. The consciousness puts the body to sleep, and it does other things. Like, I literally be teaching children. Like, that's what I'm telling you, that once I did all the healing, then that's when I started using the astral travel, and the consciousness started taking me to do work then. So now when I astral travel and all that, I'm doing work now, and I'm going places. I'm literally connecting with deities, with God. I met the actual God. I met God. And God was not a man when I met God. God was like energy. It was a humanoid, a really big humanoid, really, really humongous. I mean, gigantic. But it was a woman and a man mix. Like, it was like a mixture of both. Yeah, it was a mixture of both. And I was like, God? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I was like, God? I was like, I met God. And it was crazy. It was such a beautiful experience. And then once you start getting through your healing, you will start meeting other places, going to other places, because now you've broke through the belief systems of the matrix so bad they can't stop you from traveling nowhere. See, at first your belief system stop you. Then once your belief system stop you, the seals stop you. The seals are the negatively oriented alien seals that keep us stuck here because those consciousnesses want to feed on our energy and our emotions. Because they know we don't know better. But we're learning. We're learning. So, if you just got here, I ask that you follow, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Catch me up on here Sunday, guys. Sunday, listen, Sunday is Soul Day. I call it Soul Day. Soul Day sermon number 9. Soul Day sermon number 9, guys. We in it. We still moving. It's going to be a divine feminine upgrade. Okay? So if you consider yourself a divine feminine, it don't matter, you know, how you express your divine feminine. Like, I express my divine feminine different because I'm more of a mixture of energy. I'm masculine and feminine energy. Right? And so it don't matter how you express your divine feminine energy. Just be that ass there. Yeah, just be that ass there at 11:11 or 1:11. If you can't make it, then subscribe to the YouTube channel because I always post the whole Soul Day sermon on the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But we got some real divine feminine energies that I got chills coming from my, like, I got chills coming from my body. I'm telling you, like, that's how advanced the divine feminine upgrades is that Mother Nature wants me to share. Like, she can't wait for me to put this information. I can't wait too. So, you know, this will actually be my first kind of like divine feminine, like, you know, I usually do these type of messages. You know me, I usually be into the Mandela effect and all of that. So, you know. But I'm going to see y'all around, man. Peace. Adios. Have a great day. You know, get some, you know, some love, some self-love, and just do what you do. I love you. Peace.